It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world. And you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Good morning, good evening, hello to everyone out there, wherever you're at in the world. My name is Gary Wharton, and I'm here to share with you this incredible presentation on this opportunity that is taking the world by storm. As I said, my name is Gary. I'm broadcasting to you from Hong Kong here in Asia. I'm here working for probably about another week or so here. I've been here for the last several months. And then I'm going to be returning back to my home, which is in the United States, in the state of Arizona. So also, I'll begin by sharing with you a little bit about myself and kind of tell you how I came to this opportunity. Back in Sedona, Arizona, I have been a residential real estate agent specializing in luxury properties for the better part of about 18 years in total in my career, specializing in sales in my city of Sedona for about 10 years now. And it has been an incredible career, a career that I have loved and has really opened up my life in a lot of different ways. A lot of doors have opened, a lot of opportunity has come to me. Thank you to that incredible chapter. One of the things I noticed is as the years went on and competition heats up and you kind of get into the systems and the routine of work, I noticed that my health started to take a turn, not for the better, over a couple of years ago. Real estate isn't alone. There's a lot of industries out there. If you want to make it to the top, if you want to really succeed, you've got to put everything of yourself into it, and that can lead you to various forms of burnout. For me, I got to a point where I was nearly 100 pounds overweight. I was diagnosed as type 2 diabetic. And really struggling in a lot of ways. I've been on hypertension medication for almost the entire time that I have been, in real estate or one faction or another, more than 18 years. Not sleeping well, leaky gut, just a whole series of health issues that started to show. And what it came down to was just how I was managing my life and how much of it I was just really trying to give and give and give to my career, and I wasn't putting enough emphasis on myself and my own life. And so I'm really fortunate. I'm really grateful that in that time in real estate, I was really blessed to have somebody who reached out to me and kind of was observing, and it was a client of mine who basically said to me, I see what you're doing, and I'm curious. Why is it that you're working so hard? Why are you committing so much of your time and your energy and your health and wellness to this career field? Is it really going to get you where you want to go? And it was one of the most beautiful questions that I had actually been asked before, but it caught me the right way when she asked it to me. And so it really set off this chain of ideas and questions in my own mind if I was on the right path. And so having really thought about that and went, soul searching and going through, my own reasons why and why not, I was willing to put that much of myself out there. I came to the conclusion that it was time to shift. And so in that conversation, she basically also offered this incredible opportunity to me, which I am so fortunate that I get to share with all of you guys. So thank you. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the call. I'm going to jump right into it here and kind of share with you a little bit about what we have going on here at 3 International. So what is 3? 3 is a company that was really formed just last year. Our emphasis is on loving yourself, loving your family, and loving your community. This incredible company was founded in 2023. We were launched in 2023. We are a group of leading entrepreneurs from all over the world that came together to build this incredible movement. We have a primary office that's located in Lehi in Utah. And then just this year, it was March of this year, we opened up our first international office, and that was right here in Hong Kong. And then just a matter of weeks ago, we opened up our second international office, and that was in Jakarta, Indonesia. Now, I really love this image for a number of different reasons. So when I had mentioned that, this whole platform was a coming together of various people, from different, backgrounds, walks of life, a lot of industry leaders, some key professionals in this space. This is our first ribbon cutting ceremony, and this is in Salt Lake City. This is in Utah. And I love this image for a number of different reasons. I think it really emphasizes not only that we're at the beginning of this incredible opportunity, but it also it shares with you a little bit of the diversity and the people that we have from all different walks of life. Personally, this image is actually pretty impactful and meaningful to me as well. I'm actually in this image. I'm in this photograph. And if you look to the far left of the screen, I'm the 4th person in from the left. I'm wearing kind of a tan cardigan and I'm wearing a scarf. And I remember this day. I actually remember this day vividly because, this is at the very beginning. And to truth be told, I didn't feel great. I didn't feel great. This is when I look at myself and I know I look kind of small on the screen, so you can't really see a whole lot of you from this vantage point. But I remember I was struggling with my health, and that was right about like the height of where I was at in my weight. I was starting to improve by this image, but I was still struggling quite a bit with it. I remember thinking to myself, like, oh, what am I gonna wear to an event like this? I've never been to a ribbon cutting event like this. And so I really specifically chose clothing that would kind of hide my body a little bit because I was kind of uncomfortable. And so why I like to share that when we get to this image is because I want to just briefly diverge a little bit and tell you a little bit about where I'm at now. So this image, again, was taken just last year. And fast forward to where we are today, I have lost about 60 pounds in weight. I am no longer type 2 diabetic. For the first time in 18 years, my blood pressure is under control. I'm sleeping better. I have more energy than I've had in a long time. I honestly feel like I'm in my 20s again. My body is having a radical genesis, a transformation in a number of different ways. Not only because of the lifestyle that this opportunity has brought to me, but as well as the product line in addition. And so I couldn't feel better at this point. And looking back, this has been an incredible run in just the last year. So, our management team is, it consists of a number of different people. Here's 3 of them. So let me begin with the gentleman that you see on the left of your screen. This is our founder and our CEO, Daniel Piku. Daniel has extensive experience in the international marketplace. This guy is top notch, and we are thrilled to have Daniel at the helm. I always like to say that Daniel truly does put people at the forefront. He knows that's the engine that not only drives the world, but specifically this company. And so he's very good about making strategic investments, not only in people, but in the company across the board to support everyone. Next up, in the center of your screen, you have our Chief Scientific Officer. This is Dr. Dan Gubler. I can't say enough great things about Dr. Dan. Dr. Dan See, he did his PhD at Caltech in organic chemistry. He has more than, I believe, 16 patents either pending or granted. He specializes in cellular absorption technology. He is one of the smartest people that you'll ever have a chance to get to connect with. I just got to spend a couple of weeks with Dr. Dan in Asia. He was here touring recently, and really exciting stuff that we have in the product line and what's coming in the future as well too. So I love Dr. Dan, and I think that one of the things that why he is such a disruptor, really, like he is doing something, he's blazing a path that few have ever seen before. I think it largely comes from his story and who he is. I'll briefly share with you that his hero growing up was really his grandfather. And his grandfather, when Dr. Gubler was young, was also a scientist. In fact, he was one of the scientists that studied and discovered B1 thiamine. And so at one point when Dr. Dan Gubler was a child, he got word that his grandfather was really sick, and it was cancer. And so it really set off a cascade within him of how he wanted to work and what he wanted to achieve in this life. And so ultimately leading him down the pathway of wellness. And for that, we're incredibly grateful to have Dr. Gubler on board and leading our scientific team. And then to the right of the screen here, you have Chief Operations Officer Troy Moore. Now, I've shared the story before, but I want to share it again because I think it's important. The first time let me say it this way, is that my grandmother was one of the most influential and most important figures in my life growing up. And I'll never forget something that she said to me when I was a teenager and I was, trying to figure out what was the next step that I was meant to do in my own life. And she said to me, she says, "Honey, never ask anyone to do what you're not willing to do yourself. And that includes scrubbing the toilets." And it always stuck with me. It always stuck with me that never ask anybody what to do what you're not willing to do yourself. The first time I met Troy Moore was at that convention that I showed you with the ribbon cutting. And I walked into the auditorium as one of the first people to walk in that morning. And it was very quiet. There wasn't a lot of people in the room yet. And here's Troy with his sports coat removed. He's got his sleeves rolled up, and he's running around picking up garbage and just really getting his hands dirty, in the mix there, getting ready for a big day of events. So that really set the tone. I think he's a top-notch guy, one of the kindest people that you'll get a chance to connect with. And his ability to manage logistics in as many countries as we opened on day one, it's impressive. So we love Troy, and we're glad to have him on board with us. Now, our opportunity is really simple, and that's the thing about us, folks, is that we keep it simple. What is our platform? Our platform is a global cross-border e-commerce company. We launched in 15 markets on day one. That includes the United States, Canada, Greater China, Hong Kong, Macau, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan, Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, the Philippines, New Zealand, and Australia. I had to take a little bit of a breath after that. That's kind of a run of a run of countries there. And that was just phase one. That's how we burst onto the scene, is within that many markets. And so again, really grateful to Troy to be a part of the team that's helping that helped us able to impact and to jump into that many markets right out the gate. Our target market, the people, who is it that we're looking for? What is our target market? So for us, anybody who wants a business opportunity to work in their own time and space. I think that's one thing that people are really beginning to reconcile. This is a part of one of my drivers, in real estate. I got to a point to where I would be on vacation and I would be taking calls, and stepping away from my family. There was one time particularly I was in Spain. And I remember looking up at the Cathedral of Barcelona, and it was 11 p.m. Spain time, and I had to take a call from a client that was just needing a lot of guidance and hand-holding back home and whatnot. And there were so many times like that throughout my life to where I just recognized that if I really wanted to shift and I wanted to be present for myself and for my family, I had to really think about the different, aspects that I was willing to work. And so for me, this is one of the key drivers in my interest in a platform and in a company like this, is that I have the ability to work in my own time and space. I never thought that if you would have asked me 2 years ago, would I be working in Hong Kong? I'd be like, no way, man. I'm going to stick in my little town in northern Arizona. But here I am, and life has a beautiful way of unfolding. People who want to have better health and wellness. Well, folks, you kind of heard a bit about my story and the impact it's already had in my own life. But I'll tell you, one of the real blessings and gifts that I have now is I get to watch this happen in the people that have decided to join us on this movement, seeing not only their lives transform, but also their own health and wellness. People who want to be connected with like-minded community, with global cooperation, elevation and support. So it's one of the nice things is that, in 15 markets, we've got people from all over the world that are tapping in to support one another on this incredible adventure. Our approach to wellness is simple. When we think of the old paradigm, most of the wellness that we've seen, not only just in the United States, but around the world, is more of a reactive model, right? Is that we address the things once they've become an issue. We haven't been great. I would say largely, we as a global people have not been great about getting out in front of it. And so that's the old paradigm. It's, the old belief systems, you are what you eat. Your DNA is your blueprint. Listen, if you had, challenges in your family's, DNA, epigenetics, things that you carry down from your own lineage that you have to manage that. That's who you are. You got to deal with it. We don't believe that because the paradigm is shifting. And the new paradigm is more of a proactive wellness model. It's getting out in front of these things before they become an issue. It's no longer you are what you eat, it's you are what you absorb, right? It's the curation of phytonutrients from whole foods. The future of proactive wellness, my friends, is again, it's very clear and it's very simple. It is epigenetics. It is the ability to up and down regulate the genetic switches within the body. So, that's phytonutrition, it's absorption, it's lifestyle, it's the environment that determine your health and your longevity. Now, at 3, we're really blessed because we're heavy on science, and that's how we lead. And so, you're looking at 10 images here in front of you. This is our scientific advisory board. And the first thing I want to tell you about this board, with the exception of Dr. Dan Gubler, who's a part of the corporate team and founding of the company, is the other 9 positions of these people that you see here before you are unpaid positions. You heard that right. These are volunteer positions. These people are industry professionals, and they come from all different walks of life and different types of wellness and medical backgrounds from all over the world. And they come from some of the most prestigious institutions in the United States and abroad. And they recognize that what 3 is doing, what we're doing in terms of science and wellness is so advanced and so cutting edge that they're willing to put their brand and their name behind this movement. Just briefly, I'll call out a couple of them. We have in this image, we have Dr. Charles Green, who's an MD and a PhD. We also have Dr. Stephen Sabo. I love making this joke because I think it's super fun, but Dr. Sabo is my second favorite emergency physician. And he would be my first, but I happen to be married to an emergency physician as well. So Dr. Sabo is got to be number 2 at least, but he's a top notch. He's one of the greatest guys, and we're grateful to have him on board. One of the most recent additions to our scientific advisory board is Professor Sastya Putri. Now, Sastya Putri is based out of the University of Osaka. She is leading in her field, and she I want to say she is the first woman of tenure in the chemistry department at the University of Osaka. She's won a handful, plenty of awards. Probably one of the most notable is that she was recognized as one of the leading women in science from L'Oreal. So we're grateful to have her on board and to contribute as this movement continues to expand, and we dive further into the world of molecules and science. Our science and technology is based on the 3 pillars of research and development. We have exploration, curation, and absorption. These are the things that we really hone in on. These are the things that are foundational to us. You see we have these three little bubbles here, and I want to point out because there you see a bubble to the far left that says Explore with Dr. Dan. Just as a note, when you get the opportunity, I highly recommend you to watch one of the videos that Dr. Dan has on exploration. He's a lot of fun. He's a great personality to watch. He's entertaining. And so this is a series that is being developed where it's showing Dr. Dan out in nature exploring and hunting for new phytonutrients that have not been used previously before, or discovering new ones to to cultivate. That way it can impact science and wellness. Our science and technology, 3 products are recognized by Authoritative Publications, the PDR Net, which is trusted by medical professionals. I can tell you that we have one of these books in my own home. And well, we did for years. I actually don't know where it is. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but it was a really big, thick blue book, and it was called the Prescriber's Desk Reference. Now they changed the acronym a little bit, so the PDR actually stands for the prescriber's digital reference. So it used to be the physician's desk reference. It's now the prescriber's digital reference. So this is not a pay-to-play acknowledgement, folks. So, there are certifications that you can get all over the world that you can pay to achieve. You cannot do that with the PDR. So one of the most trusted names in medicine and in science. And so there are a number of companies in there. I want to say there are less than 30 companies that have supplementation. We are the only company that has all 6 of our products that are listed within the PDR. To get recognized by them, to have our products included in their material is quite a feat, and we're really proud to have that and to share that with all of you. We have third-party clinical studies. We have 3 of them that have been published so far, and we have more on the way, so I hear. The first is our cellular absorption of bioavailability, and that's what we are. We are a company that studies molecules, and we are a company that is based on the science of absorption technology. And so the first study that we have, and listen, whoever invited you to this opportunity, if you would like to see these studies, please ask them for that, because we have them readily available in our office. We can just send them right over to you. It's super easy. And so, the cellular absorption bioavailability study basically shows how our products are impacting the human body, how much of it is being absorbed compared to the standard control model. We have a product that's got a 95% of, absorbability. I'm going to actually mention that in just a little bit here, but this is a great study, and this is why we are who we are. The second study that we have is the epigenetic study. This is a powerful study, and this study is turning a lot of heads in the scientific community. So again, epigenetics, that is the future of wellness, right? To being able to up and down regulate the chemical switches in the body is essential to longevity, to long lifespan, to having a high quality life. So that study was published just not too long ago, just last year. I want to say it was September of last year. And so that's also available. And then the most recent one is our superoxide study. Now, superoxide is one of the bad molecules, right? That's one that we want to mitigate, we want to watch. And so this study is based specifically on our product called Revive, that is an anti-inflammatory product. So again, incredible studies. I love that this company really backs up what we're doing with science and technology, and that we have the goods. You're going to find a lot of companies out there that will say to you, sure, our products are bioavailable. I would encourage you to ask for them. Ask for those third-party studies, because as I found, and I did my research, not a lot of people are willing to step up and say that they have that, because they don't. That is one of the things that makes 3 so unique and sets us out in front. So here are our chief product lines. So this is our fleet of products. These are our 6 beautiful product lines. We also call them our wellness guardians. And so I'm just going to move here from left to right that you see on the screen, but the first product that we have is Vitalite, and this is essentially our multivitamin pack. It's got 48 whole food vitamins. It's got more than 72 trace minerals and amino acids. It's got prebiotics. It's got probiotics, and it has something that you're going to start hearing a lot more about in the near future here, and that's postbiotics. So stay tuned, because you're going to start to hear, through the whisper chain and in wellness, like, what's postbiotics? It wouldn't surprise me if it becomes the talk of the town soon, but our products already have it included. So it has Nordic sourced omega. It has an omega soft gel, and it has the equivalent of an entire fillet of salmon. There's no caffeine in this product. Vitalite, super powerful product. A lot of people often will ask, is there caffeine? That was one of the things I had to determine early on because I noticed it was giving me a major ramp up of energy, but it's all natural. It's whole food based. I take this product every single morning, and I love that I can take it on an empty stomach because it's whole food based. It doesn't make me jittery or anything. It's a beautiful, powerful product of ours, and probably one of our flagship products. The second product that we have is Revive, and we really call Revive the restore of the body. And this is a powerful, natural anti-inflammatory product that we have. It's got curcumin, it's got turmeric, boswellia, black cumin oil, shiitake mushrooms, acai, ginger. Revive, again, incredible product. It supports healthy joints, eases muscle stiffness, maintains a healthy inflammation status within the body. It promotes exercise recovery. It counteracts the effects of free radicals. It's got more than 400 molecules in it, and it has 4 different types of absorption technologies in that product alone. Easily one of our probably most favored and beloved products. The third product that we have is Immune. I love Immune, and I'll tell you that as I'm traveling the world more and more, and I'm in giant spaces, whether it's in an airport or in a large scale venue where you're just with a lot of people, and this is something that the world has become hyper aware of, right, in the last 4 years, 5 years. And so I love this product because really Immune is our protector. It really is the shield, if you will, for the body. There's no other product that is like this one on the market. This product has what we call quorum sensing, and that basically is the ability to inhibit bad growth bacteria in the body. 80% of the immune system is in the gut, so this is one of our gut products. It has zinc, selenium, colloidal nanosilver, and has more than 600 different types of molecules. Immune, wonderful, wonderful product, and again, that's one that I consume regularly, at least personally. I do all of them, but it's for sure a favorite. Our fourth one is going to be Purify. Now, Purify is also known as our detoxifier, and so this is a gentle cleanse. It's a very gentle cleansing of the body. And I want to be clear on that because I think a lot of times when we talk about cleansing, people think to themselves like, well, how much time am I going to have to spend, in the bathroom? Well, it is a very, very gentle cleanse. So, it will slowly eliminate and clear out the 5 main elimination organs of the body. Yeah, it'll be easier than maybe some of the other things that you've seen in the past. So, but it does, the elimination organs that it supports, it's the liver, it's the lungs, it's the colon, kidneys and skin. Skin, that's an important organ to detox. I mean, so often we're out in environments and maybe we're touching things or you're just breathing, your skin naturally absorbs things in the environment. So important to also note the skin and to detox the skin. The capsule itself is made up of chlorophyll, which is one of the things I love about it. And this product has more than 800 molecules in Purify alone. And it has a substantial absorption rate as well. The next product I want to talk about is going to be the one that we call the Rejuvenator. And so that is Eternal. Eternal is, well, how do I properly say, what do I properly say about Eternal? Eternal, this is the world's first epigenetic product. Powerful, right? That is something that Dr. Dan recently revealed, right? Like this is a product that supports a number of things in the body, including cognitive health. This is a beauty from within product. Powerful curated molecules to rejuvenate the body. It's got more than 200 milligrams of resveratrol. It has CoQ10, glutathione. It has more than 800 molecules in it. It reduces oxidative stress and free radicals. Beautiful product. And then fifth and finally is we have our collagen product. And so this is definitely another one of the crowd favorites for a number of reasons. Also a beauty from within product. But it has marine collagen in it. It's keratin, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, biotin, pomegranate juice, concentrate. You know, the impact of this product is, you know, when you take this product, one of the things I'm going to recommend is that before you begin to take it, I'm going to recommend that you at least take a selfie and go in a place in your house where the lighting is similar. And you know exactly where you're standing. Try to wear something similar. Because what I want you to do is take two different photographs so that way you can look at your own results. Okay. And so this product obviously has substantial results in appearance on the skin. I can tell you from my own personal experience, this is one of my mother's favorite products, and she's seen a dramatic, you know, impact, not only just in her skin and her appearance, but also in her hair. This is something I've also seen and heard is that, you know, people are having an experience where, you know, it grows back a bit thicker or it becomes in thicker. I've noticed me personally that, you know, my nails grow quicker and stronger. And it also impacts joint support. So the thing about collagen is collagen, there's so many different collagen products out there on the market. And collagen is a tricky one because of all the molecules, collagen is the most difficult absorbed in the body. And that's because the molecule is so big. So these ones here are hydronized, but they're also micronized. So that way you absorb it. You know, with our collagen product, it's a cycle product. So you take it for 10 days. And because your body is absorbing it and it's so intense that you're going to take it for 10 days and then you're going to cycle off of it for 20 days to let your body's natural system kick in its own collagen production. And then you go back on a new cycle of collagen. So usually I take it from the 1st to the 10th of every month. I will tell you just as a small hint or pro tip, at least in my opinion, is that the Eternal and the collagen, I love them chilled. They're beautiful to put in your fridge and to take them with you. So that's the wrap. That's our 6 products that we have. This is our fleet of wellness guardians that are creating such a splash across the globe. What we offer is a turnkey business system. You have an opportunity here witnessing this presentation and connecting with the person who introduced you to be the first of a group of people to promote and share these amazing products globally. The business opportunity comes with a robust replicated website. It's e-commerce ready. I kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, you know, is that, you know, if you're interested in the studies, I can pull those studies. I can pull any piece of data that I need from my back engine. And it is the most smooth, seamless system that I have ever seen. I will tell you is that spending so many years in real estate and the amount of documents that we shuffle back and forth and items that have to be filed and accounted for, I don't have to do any of that in this type of platform. Why? Because the back engine manages the entire system for me. It calculates, it manages, everything's on, you know, basically auto shipment. It's very cool. Yeah, again, so it manages and tracks your business. You have a number of different marketing and media tools to promote your business, everything from flyers to videos to training tools, training data. It is a fully loaded business that's ready to go. Our financial rewards plan, there are multiple ways to generate income. You know, we have the ability to do retail commissions. So, you know, I always like to kind of remind people or at least call out, because I've done this so many times in the past, is where, and I don't know if it's maybe necessarily a supplementation or it's a food product or whatever, but when I really like something, I want to share it with the people that I know and love. And oftentimes I'm not compensated for that. And so, you know, whether it's a type of yogurt that I liked or whatever it is, right? You know, this is one of the gifts is that, you know, once you, get the opportunity to enjoy these beautiful products, you're very quickly going to want to share them with everybody that you know and love because people feel them. You know, because of the absorption, they tend to have a very quick response to feeling them once they get into your system. And so, you know, when that happens, you know, why not be able to earn retail commissions from sharing these with the people that you know and love? There's introductory bonuses. How many times have you set somebody up with a job or recommended them to a different, to a new type of employment? You know, how great is it that in this platform and this type of business model and system, that when you recommend, you know, somebody to this, that the company is going to reward you for it. And so it's what we call a product introductory bonus. And so when they get a pack in the beginning, there's going to be a bonus that comes back to you. There's also commission overrides, and commission overrides is really one of my favorite things about this platform, because it's unlimited. It's unlimited deep, right? Like, so, you can cycle up to, the maximum is 600 times within a 4-week period, and it allows you to earn income. And so over time, as you build an organization, you share this model that's, kind of taking off on its own, you can enjoy commission override well into the future. We also have referral matching bonuses. And so when you achieve, various ranks within the organization, over time, the company wants to reward you for your organization expanding, for it growing. And so, at no cost to the people that you've invited in, but there's a system in place that will allow the company to match up to a certain portion of with a bonus of somebody that you've enrolled, that you've brought on board, and give that back to you. So it's beautiful. We also have a global bonus pool. The global bonus pool, again, is another rank achievement that you can achieve when you go through and you achieve certain ranks within the organization. The company is going to refer back and give you a part of the bonus. The company sets aside 3% of global revenue to do that, and that is returned back to the people that achieve a certain rank, and that's returned back once a week. And then sixth and finally, we have the global founder pool. And so the global founder pool is, this opportunity is available now, but this is actually one that we're probably going to see that's going to dissipate very soon here, and I'll explain why that is. The global founder pool is a mechanism that was created for people who came on board and see the vision, and they want to do what we call a founder pack. The company has set aside 2% of global revenue and is returning it back to the individuals who have to have the founder pack, and that's also returning it back to those individuals, once every week. So you only have to meet a number of different metrics to make that happen. But in a nutshell, there are 6 different ways that you can earn income. And that's one of the nice things, is that when you talk and you share this opportunity with others, just in the way that I have, people are going to have different interests. Some people are going to want to take advantage of it from a retail. That hasn't been a lot of my case. I mean, most of the people that I've met have such an experience on the product that they want to share it with their friends and family. And, some people are going to want to build a business that just covers the cost of their product for their own usage. But then there's some that are also building a substantial model. So how to participate is simple. There are 3 options to choose from. 1, you can be a retail consumer, a retail customer. 2, you can be a preferred customer. And then 3, you can become a business builder. So those are the 3 essential different options. Now, to be a retail customer, that's going to be full retail price, if you want to consume. But as a preferred customer, you can get the product at a discount. And that is going to be kind of like a subscription. That's $30 a year. And then same thing with a business builder. You can get as a business builder, you can get the product at wholesale, also the same amount, $30 a year, gets you like a subscription. But as a business builder, you have the opportunity to share this with your friends and family as well. There are 2 simple steps to becoming a business builder. 1, you can enroll as a brand ambassador, which again is $30. And then you just choose your package, and we have 4 packages that you can choose from. So 1, there's an intro pack, which is $200. It gives you a variety of 3 different products. The second one is the premium pack, which is $600, and it gives you a variety of a little bit of everything. And then you have a business builder pack, which gives you a little bit more product that you can, it gives you at least multiple months that you can take for yourself and maybe share with, 1 other person or maybe 2 other people within your household. But then 4th, we have the Founder Plus pack. And this is the pack that I was mentioning in the previous slide that I told you was going to kind of go away. And the reason why that is that in order for this to hold its value, it has to be limited, right? So there's only a number of them that were issued from the founding of the company. They are country specific, so there were only released so many different packages per country. And so with this one here, you get quite a variety of product, plenty for you to take yourself and to share with other people within your home. Maybe if you want to, share a couple things with a few friends and family. But the key about this one is that this is the one that gets you the 2% in global revenue, once you meet a few different metrics. So highly recommend, choose the one that's right for you. And just most importantly is just get going, At this point in time, folks, I want to say thank you. And I want to bring up a couple of friends that I have, a few people that are, that have come on board to the organization, and I want to ask them to kind of share a little bit of their story with you. So the first person I'd like to introduce Dephy. So she's previously a traditional business owner with 2 technology companies, and has grown her business to other countries, her previous business. And now she's an e-commerce entrepreneur building a global business worldwide. So Dephy, why don't you go ahead and turn your camera on and say hi.
Hi, Gary. Hi, everybody. Hi, Gary. And thanks for that wonderful presentation, Gary. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, for me, yes, I've been a traditional business owner, 25 years business ownership and consulting and doing all the regular traditional business things. And, I never really understood what this business was all about. But, last year when I began trying the products, and I've been on the products for a full year now, and, there are a couple of things that really, really stand out in terms of, what well, that is a huge contrast. So about 2-3 years ago, I had somehow felt that, I had a need to go improve my memory, right? And I, and I bought a memory app, one of those apps that helps you to train your memory sort of thing. I spent like 20, 25 bucks, whatever that was, to try and train my memory, because I obviously, there was a noticeable decline sometime in year 2022, I think this was. I felt a noticeable decline in my midterm memory, like 2-3 days, 4-5 days kind of timing. Don't really remember things that well, and that's really annoying. In business, in the work that I do, it's really annoying. So I bought that memory app. Didn't use it for very long because I found that the memory app helped me for just like, that good 1 hour, 2 hours kind of memory thing. Didn't really solve the problem. But you know what? I forgot all about that. And only recently I discovered that actually, no, I don't even worry about my memory anymore. So that's, and I've been on products for a year and I'm like, oh, wow, something has changed. And, the other thing that really makes me, excited about this whole health thing is that, I used to have food issues, simple sugars, that if I take simple sugars in the morning, by lunchtime, I would have a sudden sugar level drop, and I'd be reaching out for Coca-Colas or Oreos or whatever that is, just to kind of, and that bit's gone. I mean, I could have stories that keep people here for a full day, but those are the 2 amazing bits. So I've been on products for a year. I could, like you said, I couldn't feel better. I feel like I'm now in my 30s and not in my mid 50s, and as far as the business goes, right, I never really understood that it was actually a business of market opening. And I'm so excited to be with you and with everyone else. I think, being in a space is really fascinating. So thank you, Gary. Thank you for having me on the call.
Oh, you're so welcome, my friend. Thank you for coming on board. And if I didn't mention it, my friends, Dephy is actually from Malaysia. So this is one of the things that I love. I'm in Hong Kong. She's in Malaysia. We got people that are basically from all over the world. So my friend, thank you so much for your time tonight, and enjoy your evening. Okay.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Folks, next up, I'd like to bring on another gentleman. He has more than 25 years in the wellness industry. He's a certified holistic practitioner, certified in Germany in bioresonance therapist. So he's also the founder of a wellness clinic right here in Hong Kong, actually. So Vincent Young, Vincent, why don't you go ahead and turn your camera on and say hi to everybody, and welcome to the call tonight.
Hi, Gary. So thank you for you to invite me to come to share my story to every single one on online. So let me share with you guys my story. So my name is Vincent Young. I'm from Hong Kong, and my profession is US and Germany certified holistic health practitioner. Now, the reason I got into this wellness industry is because when I was a child, I suffered a lot of health issue. I was told by doctor after doctor that I need to take medicine for the rest of my life in order to, control my health issues. So when I got older, I began to question if there is a better alternative to improve my health other than the synthetic drugs. So then I began my search for the natural remedies. After much research and studies, I began to use a lot of natural ways to improve my health in an optimum state. So I'm so happy on that. So when I seeing the results like that, so I want to, share my experience to help other people with my similar situation. So I know that in order for me to help others, I have to get further studies to deepen my knowledge in this field. So after I became a certified health practitioner, I opened my own wellness clinic in Hong Kong as well. Well, it's been several years now since I've operated my practice. And I noticed one of my biggest challenge for my business is time. So as you know, Gary, the healthcare profession is very much a hand-on profession. So no matter how hard I work, there's a Chinese saying, hand stop, mouth stop, and income stop.
Yeah.
Another point is I would have to bear fixed costs even though my business is low.
Yeah.
So that's some of the challenges most conventional business owners face. Well, just when I was thinking of how I can build a passive income, leveraging my skill set and knowledge, my friend of mine, which I know 20 years ago, so called me and introduced me free to me. So, as a healthcare professional, I begin to study the products first and was very impressed with the science and the technologies. I mean, I believe the product lines can help myself, my family, and my clients. So, furthermore, when I learned that this business is led by Miss Kim Ho, whom I knew her for 14 years ago, I knew her very successful track record and her integrity. So she and a group of successful entrepreneurs want to come together to build a meaningful platform, offer a platform for entrepreneur like me. So I told my friend, count me in. So I'm so glad to be part of the three global community in helping to make a positive impact to the society. So I'm so happy. Thank you, Gary.
No, you're so welcome, my friend. And thank you so much for joining tonight, Vincent. Always good to see you and good to be here with you in Hong Kong for now.
See you very soon.
Sounds good, my friend. Thank you. And folks, and the next person that I'd like to have come up for our third and our final speaker is a lady that's actually based in Northern Arizona. Now, she's been in the construction trade and in design management. She's also an artist in her own right, a very gifted artist. Truth be told, I might have one of her paintings hiding or hanging in my own home. But she's somebody I've known for a number of years that saw this opportunity and also decided to join in and come on board. So please let me welcome Miss Jody Florman from Sedona, Arizona.
Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you, Gary, for a lovely presentation and for having me on this Zoom call. A little bit about me. As Gary said, I'm in the construction industry, have a very big skill set. And over the years, I've been self-employed probably since I was about 19 years old. And things were going very well for me until the downturn in here in the United States and the rest of the world. And I lost my home, my job, and my husband in a week. So I had to rebuild, and it took a long time. It actually took 9 years to come up with something that was viable for me. I was not very young when everything went away. I was thinking that I was going to have to work into my 80s. Okay. And when you're self-employed, as Vincent said, when you work, you get money. And when you don't work, there is no money. There's no health plan. There's no retirement plan. There's nothing. So years have passed, a couple other little hiccups in my world, and Gary and Kim introduced me to 3. And it was an amazing opportunity to realize that at 67, I could create a support system for myself going into my old age, or marry a rich husband. I like this option better, thank you. And and my why for joining this is, as you get older, you want to be healthy. You want to keep your health vibrant and vital, because otherwise you're not going to be able to move forward at all. So this platform gives me the products for that. It gives me a residual income for my future. And I've always loved helping people. So I get to be a glowing example of somebody who has taken charge of her entire life to move forward and do something very positive for herself while helping others. Thank you, Gary, very much for having me.
You're so welcome, and thank you for joining tonight, or actually morning your time, evening my time, Jody. Good to see you.
Yes, early morning my time.
Yeah. and to all of the panelists. So you know, Dephy, Vincent, and Jody, thank you all for joining tonight. Listen, folks, if you're viewing, no matter where you're viewing from at this point in time, we're open in 15 markets, and just know that this is only the beginning. We have a long way to go, and there's some big stuff that's on the horizon. You know, you've seen the presentation here, and what I can tell you is that nobody is doing what we're doing in this space. And there is a reason why you see professionals from all walks of life all over the world that are saying yes to this phenomenal opportunity. Make no mistake that this will be a billion-dollar company. This will be a household name. You know, the future, as I said earlier, the future of wellness is epigenetics, and nobody is doing what we're doing. We are an epigenetics company. So I highly encourage you to jump on and say yes and get going now, right? Timing is of the essence. And so if you're ready, just step on board, reach out to the person that invited you to this call, to this opportunity, and let them know how you'd like to begin. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your time, and enjoy your evening. And we look forward to seeing you out there at one of the events, one of the home events, or here on another presentation. Thank you so much, folks, and have a great evening.